Would you look at that? It's Friday night. The week is over. Officially. Like, we're done. We are heading into the week end, which is why the week is over, because now we are in the weekend, and that is fantastic. And that means that we're going to start things off here tonight on youtube.com/MrWarrenHayes with another edition of the Slate, which is the post program, the pre-show, not post, the pre-show that I do to lead us into talking about WWE SmackDown, which is what happens on Friday evenings. There's a little something else happening a little later tonight, and maybe, if we have time, after covering in depth the very intense what's the word I'm looking for? The very, very intense and in-depth card preview that WWE has provided for us in regards to Friday night SmackDown. Well, maybe we'll talk about that a little later, but for now, it's time. It's the blue brand. This is what we do. There we go. It's better. And that's it. We're doing this live. We do the live Friday Night Slate every Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and a half hour before the show. I do this on Mondays as well. I do this on Wednesdays as well. Every night, there are some of the biggest evenings in wrestling. I'm here to preview, get excited, talk about what's going on with you, fantastically kind, brilliant viewers of the Mr. Warren Hayes Show out there. Hello, you know who you are. It's you, and also you. When I was a kid, and sometimes you'd have like hosts doing that kind of stuff, like a kid show host, and let's say he'd be talking into the camera and he'd be like pointing at what was the show? I'm trying to remember of the show. Was it Romper Room? Yes. It was a show called Romper Room in Canada, and the host would have like a mirror, like a handheld like mirror, but the actual mirror was cut out, but she'd still use it because it was like her thing to look through the camera, and her gimmick would be at one point of the show, she'd pick up her mirror and look through it, and then thanks to that she could look into our living rooms and then see, I see so on and so on. So she'd be like, I see Jaina and Kevin and Justin and Mary. I see Caitlin and Catherine and Eric. And I'm like, what about me? And I'm like, I'm a kid, I'm like 4 or 5 years old. Who names a kid like you're 5 years old, right? Your friends are, their names are Jason and Kevin, not fucking Warren. There's not a woman in the world, like a preschool TV host who's going to be like, where are all the Warrens out there? There are no Warrens. There's just one guy. Jesus. Oh, you'd get, the Sebastians, right? Sebastian. I see Sebastian. Never see fucking Warren. Matilda. And I was like, and I'd sit there eagerly. I'm like, maybe she's going to see me this morning, But she never fucking saw me. Because why would anyone call their kid Warren? Want to say hello to everyone joining us live here tonight. Over here. As always, fantastic crowd of people. Anakin JMT, good to see you, Anakin. We've got Imran Abbasi, good to see you, Imran. Joe from Go Indiana, how you doing? Tom Collihu, good to see you as well. Welcome, everyone. Yes, this is a very strong start to the show because WWE has prepped us with three big events on tonight's 2-hour SmackDown program. So, because, you really want to preview just the big stuff. Anakin JMT left us a couple of super chats though. Let's talk about those to begin with. He said, first super chat says Shamrock Shake Count 3. Is that the one? Are those the amount? Because it's Shamrock Shake season, right, folks? It's Shamrock Shake season. And last night, Kristen Ashley, the first woman on the MrWarrenHayes show, she popped into the chat after going to pick up a Shamrock Shake, and it turns out it was the like they didn't mix it, they didn't add enough Shamrock deliciousness in it. It was like just the pits. I mean, got everyone sort of riled up. So I'm assuming, Anakin, that means that that you got the three that you're deep diving into Shamrock Shakes if you've got 3 now, and that's fantastic. Another super chat bar from Anakin says, preview New Japan Strong. Also, who you got, Kenta or Mox? Listen, maybe I'll preview if we have time. After going through this huge SmackDown preview, maybe I'll try and make time for it, and we'll circle back to your super chat. Thank you, Anakin. And another super chat from Anakin. Good God, Anakin. Thank you very much. He says, there are worse names out there. My sister used to work in the NICU, and she had a baby named Leia. What? Oh, pronounced Lay-Aya. What? You had to actually say dash? Lay-Aya. Yeah, she'll never be picked out by the Romper Room lady. Ever. My name's not bad. It's fine, but it's a grown-up name. You know what I mean? It's not a kid's name. It's like calling your kid, Stanley. Stanley is an old man's name. It's not like it's not a name for a 3-year-old, running around, in the playground. Stanley's. Here's what I think. I think that at some point, and picking kids' names is not easy, because you really do have to think about all this stuff. You really do. I think that at some point we should get the opportunity, just a free pass, to change our first name. I think we really do, because then our parents would be able to give us a name that they feel is cute. Like I've known 3 couples around me, like separately, and acquaintances, who've named their girls Oceana. Okay, it's an extremely cute baby name. When she's going to be 7 years old, and her hair all curled up like a little lady, and wearing a nice cute dress, it goes, oh, Oceana, you're so cute, But at some point, Oceana is going to turn 40. And it's not quite as cute. I think we need a mulligan when it comes to I think we need a mulligan as far as our names go. Make it easier for our parents when we're kids to name us like cool kid, cute names. And then when we get old enough, we have the mulligan to switch to something like Warren. Like when I was a kid, like my parents should have called me Jet, like the airplanes. Oh, it's little Jet. That would have been fucking awesome. And then I'm 22. No, yeah, I think even at 20, I turned 32, let's say. And my kids are a little more grown up, and they're saying, this is my father. Oh, what's his name? Jet. Then maybe I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's time to drop the Jet thing and move on. Then I become Warren. Yes, this is the tailgating before SmackDown. How you doing, JL? Welcome to the chat. Aaron, good to see you as well. Hello, Clayton. No. Warren is fine. Hey, by the way, I wanted to point this out. We got a new thing going that I started on the stream last night to just a little something to help kind of get you guys to come and help out the Mr. Warren Hayes Show grow here on YouTube. We're doing YouTube comment streaks. So what I'm looking for right now, I'm looking to attain a goal of 10 consecutive videos where we can score at least 10 comments in the comment section of the YouTube channel. And if we can do that in 10 days in a row, at the end of the streak, if we hit a 10 comment, 10 video streak, I'll do an event. I'll do something. We'll do something together, a watch along. I'm not quite sure what to do just yet. Now, I know the comments aren't open right now. They don't open during the live stream, but a few minutes after that, they'll open, and I'll pop in and I'll drop some subjects. If you guys want to help out, that would be fantastic. We already beat the goal on Friday. Not on Friday, from last night on Thursday. We have like over 40 comments. So we have our first comment streak towards the first part of the 10 comment streak goal. So if you guys want to help out, and you know what, that kind of thing really will help grow the channel, and it's a good way. You can do this with any YouTube channel you like, not just mine. YouTube likes the like, so if you want to give the video a like, that's fine. But they also like the fact that you're watching, dropping comments. That then allows YouTube to be like, oh, maybe we should share this video. A lot more people are interacting with it, a lot more. So, I mean, you can do it with my channel. That's what we want to do. We want to do the comment streak, but you can do it with any channel. Any channel that you like, that you want to see help grow, drop comments. It's super important. Okay. Let's talk about SmackDown. We are going to have, this is our main attraction, main event here. Royal Rumble winner Bianca Belair, I don't know why I'm doing this, to make her WrestleMania decision tonight at the 2120. We're reading the copy off of WWE.com as we do every Friday, of course. Michael Burdick is the man. At the 2021 Royal Rumble, Bianca Belair outlasted 29 other superstars to triumph in the Royal Rumble match, giving her the opportunity to headline WrestleMania. Really? Headline WrestleMania? I'm underscoring this, Michael Burdick. Okay. Headline WrestleMania, folks. Against whichever world champion she chooses, with the speculation at a fever pitch, she will select SmackDown. Will she select SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks on the grandest stage of them all? A superstar whom she has exchanged words and even teamed with in recent weeks. Might she pull a Charlotte Flair and select NXT champion Io Shirai? Or does the up-and-coming superstar think she is ready for Raw Women's Champion Osaka? I have been paying attention to the WWE product recently, and I would say my speculation is that, yeah, she's gonna pick Sasha. I mean, come on. And they're announcing it for SmackDown tonight. Please. I don't, like, anything else doesn't make sense to me, really. Asuka? Sure. I mean, it's not as if they really have anything lined up for Asuka right now. So clearly there's going to be some kind of strife with Charlotte Flair, but as it stands right now, I mean, I think we're an obvious city here. Population, obvious. Want to say hello to Kristen Ashley, the First Lady of the MrWarrenHayes Show. She just joined the chat. But yeah, we'll see how it goes down. But I they've been building the Sasha stuff. I don't see why it wouldn't be that. And if that were the case, that would mean that both Royal Rumble winners will have picked SmackDown champions as their WrestleMania opponents, which is understandable because SmackDown is a better show. The Street Profits are going to battle Sami Zayn and King Corbin. The Street Profits have been clamoring for a rematch against SmackDown Tag Team Champions Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode several weeks ago, even go so far as to approach WWE official Sonya Deville about the issue during the live WWE Elimination Chamber kickoff show last Sunday. Yeah, I didn't really have a chance to talk about this. I thought that was a really cool segment because look, and I know, I know Kristen's on the same level with me. I like the Street Profits, but in the sense that, look, I like the NXT Street Profits. I think that ever since they've come up to main roster, they've been annoying. They've been obnoxious and annoying. And they've been trying to work really, really hard. And, they're full of quips and one-liners, and they're so funny and wacky and over the top. So when Montez stepped up to Sonya Deville while she was on the pre-show, and Sonya was like, yo, no, this is not the place. Dial it back a notch. Montez, dial it back a notch. This is not the moment. I'm working. You come to my office and you discuss it properly instead of him coming around and doing all his zany antics. And I was like, fuck yeah. Sonya Deville is my lady, my champion lady, my woman in control of WWE. Put her in. I thought that was fantastic. And then I see people, it's like, oh, what a way to emasculate your champions. Fuck. Come on, guys. Now get your asses out of 1985 at some point, right? She is in charge. She makes the rules. I don't care if you're a man or a woman or something a little more fluid. If the boss tells you this isn't the time or the place, cut the tomfoolery, come and see me in my office later. I'm like, if anything, it doesn't change anything for the Street Profits. They're still obnoxious and annoying. But Sonya, though, there's another... What? Sonya Deville is just gold for this fucking company. She's just golden. It's so fantastic. She's so good at what she does. Anyway, so tonight, though, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford will go head-to-head with Sami Zayn and King Corbin, both of whom just finished battling inside this year's Elimination Chamber. Can Corbin and Zayn get back on the same page? Will they ever get along? After their experience inside the career-altering structure? Will the Street Profits finally prove they have what it takes to reclaim their tag team gold? Why would the Street Profits, with this match, the tag team fighting a team of two singles guys, not I don't know if they're single or not. I don't follow that kind of stuff. But two singles competitors in a tag team, how will that prove that Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins still have what it takes to challenge for the titles? Put them up against tag teams. This is not a tag. Call me old school when it comes to this, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think that a legitimate tag team who works together, right? I think a legitimate tag team that works, trains, travels together has much more of an opportunity to win a match over a tag team made up of two singles guys who've never wrestled before. So, especially since they're underscoring the fact that will Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn ever get along kind of thing, you're fully expecting at this point for Zayn and Corbin to not get along during the match, which will help the Street Profits get a win. So no, it's not going to help prove anything in regards to whether or not the Street Profits are still championship material or not. But then the other problem that we contend with is that the tag team division, not just on SmackDown, but on Raw as well, is bare bones. So where are the challenges? Where are the challengers if it's not going to be teams of two singles guys? Who's left on SmackDown in a tag team? You've got Otis and Chad Gable, who are starting to become a team. They split up Shinsuke and Cesaro. Of course, the champions, the Dirty Dogs. Is there anyone else? Who am I missing here, chat? I'm sure I'm forgetting. I'm sure I'm forgetting one critical tag team. And isn't that weird? You split this. You split Heavy Machinery up so that Otis can get his singles thing, only to revert him back down to another tag team. But that's a whole other. Ray and Dominic, sure. Hello, Alonzo Smith. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. See, that's the thing. Is that what are the other contenders? What? Just fucking merge the titles already. Michael Colin Boss Time. Just merge the Raw and SmackDown titles together. Make them a traveling title, just like they do with the women's. There's no point. There's not enough substance for tag teams for tag team titles on either brand. Just let them flow free, you know. Wrestle Pluggo left us a super chat. Good to see you, Pluggo. Welcome to the chat. He says, "Is the Shake Fund still open?" Let me tell you, you don't know Kristen that well if you're asking whether or not the Shake Fund, Pluggo, is always open. You don't that. Trust me. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Kristen appreciates it. Shamrock Shake lovers everywhere appreciate it. Carmel and Reginald. And finally, the last of the preview that we have tonight is Rey Mysterio and Dominic. Well, there you go. Taking on Otis and Chad Gable. Because, of course, last week, Chad Gable and Otis got disqualified in their match against Rey and Dominic Mysterio as they continued their attack after the bell with an earth-shattering splash by Otis off the second rope on the master of the 619. In the wake of the matchup, Gable declared in a WWE Network exclusive video that their actions were, in fact, a victory and that his larger-than-life cohort is finally getting the full extent of his Alpha Academy training. Basically, they're all heels. With the two teams once again squaring up this week and the Mysterios surely out for redemption. So this is the cycle that we're in. This is WWE booking. For those of you taking notes in class, this is WWE booking. Book a match one week, then book the exact same match the next week. Maybe take a breather next week, the week after, but then the week after that, bring that match back again. There's poor Chad Gable. But we're saying poor Chad Gable, but he resigned. So, you know, good for him. It's just what's frustrating is that we know that he'd be fantastic anywhere else. We just know that, right? I think, you know, the way that WWE is using Rey Mysterio, a bona fide legend within the company, within wrestling in general, like overall, he's a legend. It's a crying shame, and Rey hasn't been this good in years on top of that. Yes, he's a little more injury prone, but it's still Rey Mysterio Jr. You should not be using this on this level. Although, yes, I understand he's helping to put his son over. These are all things that I completely get. But hang on a second. This is one thing that we all have to have a look-see here. I mean, give me a... Whoops. That goes full screen automatically. Ain't that something? Isn't that something? We'll just scroll this down here. Why is it not working? There we go. Like this. And like this. This is the man here that our boy Rey is going for. But more importantly, you know, this is what we're getting over. This is what ultimately really needs to get over. This facial hair, folks. That's what needs to get over in WWE. Right? Yeah. This is what Dominic and Rey Mysterio are fighting for. Right there. Just right here. You see it right there? Look at them lines. It's perfect. They're clearly building a feud here, and God bless him for doing that. But Otis is going to turn out to be. I said it and I'll say it again. He's the biggest loser from the, not loser in the sense that he's a loser, but he's the guy who lost the most with the COVID era. It was the audience reactions that got him over, and then once that stopped, they didn't know what to do with him anymore. Aaron Entertainment, Benoit, good to see you guys in Wrestling Plug Inc. Left another super chat. Thank you very much, and a kind one on top of that. He says, shakes for you both then. Woo! We're having shakes! Shamrock shakes! It's fantastic. Thank you very much. So that's pretty much it for WWE SmackDown tonight. They didn't announce it, which is kind of strange, but there's going to be some Roman Reigns, Edge shenanigans, which I'm here for. That's absolutely okay. Looking forward to it. And then later on this evening, of course, it's the big one. It's happening tonight. New Japan Strong over on New Japan World, and I do believe Fight TV as well. IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion Jonathan Moxley finally defending his title against the man who won the New Japan Cup of America tournament, Kenta. Finally, they're going to come face to face. This has been in the works since the summer, folks. And Kenta has been successfully defending his briefcase opportunity, his opportunity to get the title month after month after month. So this one, properly hyped, two extremely tough guys, brawlers. And then on top of that, Jon Moxley is a true to form, pure brawler, but Kenta's a striker. Both guys, what I'm trying to say here is neither of them are worried about beating the shit out of the other guy, because the other guy doesn't mind getting the shit beat out of him regardless. This is a big match, and it has a big match feel, and I'm really, really excited to finally see this happen. This is proper hype. This is a match that people have been excited to see. One of these matches that we would have never seen outside of the current context of professional wrestling, and especially, we probably could have seen Dean Ambrose and Hideo Itami at some point. But in this context, kick-ass Killer Kenta, Jon Moxley, ruler of the world right now. This is going to be great. My prediction, and it's a bold one. Are you ready for this? Kenta wins. I think Kenta pulls it off. I think AEW... Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure Mox, after the exploding barbed wire death match of doom that's going to happen in 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure he's taking some time off. I'm pretty sure he's going to go hang out with Renee, and they're going to watch their baby grow together in her belly, and then the pregnancy stuff. I think he's going to take some time away, and I'm really, really, really excited for the prospect of Kenta being the U.S. champion. However, and I'm on the record last night, record again, this might be my last New Japan Strong tonight. If Marty Scurll is indeed involved with New Japan, I am not interested in backing any of that shit up. Just putting that out there. But that's the big one. It's the big one. Kenta Moxley tonight, New Japan World, Fight TV. You got to check it out. We're going to wrap this up then, folks. We're going to head on over to start the evening off watching some SmackDown. Hey, by the way, don't forget the comment streak. Pop back in a couple of minutes. I'll put in some subjects. You guys, we can create reply threads. Let's get let's keep the streak going. Let's get it to 2. It's a streak when it becomes 2, right? Right now we're at 1, so it's not really a streak. So we're not continuing anything. Let's start the streak. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I'll be back on Monday for another Slate. Have a great Friday night. Enjoy the rest of the post. See you next time. Thank you for coming.